but you'll see how slow it turns over. So it acts like there's almost a dead battery. This is a fuel injection car, but you kind of got to feather the pedal a little bit to get it to go. Well, there we go. So anyways, that oil's pretty thick, so I'll get it changed. But I'm going to add something to the Veggie oil, and maybe it'll get 5,000 kilometers out of it. Wishful thinking. But you wouldn't believe, used cruddy old Veggie oil right out of the fryer, no filtration, no nothing. That gets the best. That'll do 2,500 clicks. I mean, yeah, it's congealing at 2,500 clicks and it needs to be changed, but it gets the most amount of kilometers. You would think Veggie oil that hasn't really been used would be the best. It was used once and it congealed at 900 kilometers. So anyways, I'm going to try something with some really cruddy ass Veggie oil, and then I'll add something and hopefully... So that's the crap. That's the oil, if you like to call it, coming out of the motor. Really gummy. And a funny thing, when the fryer oil is at the end of its life, the Veggie oil will smoke a little bit with all the particles and crap that's in there that you don't want. But it's funny, this stuff does the best. It gets the most amount of kilometers. It gets 2,500 kilometers before it congels. The slightly used stuff, 900. Then I did a mixture of whatever, slightly used, and then the really crappy used stuff, and it did about 1,300 kilometers. I put that battery in. It was still slow turning, but at least I had more cranking amps to get the motor to turn over. And that's the battery that I thought was dead, but it's just the motor's getting so congealed up that it's slow turning. 310 kilometers off of doing 5,000 kilometers with Veggie oil as a lubricant. So that's the battery that this car came with. Anyways, just needed more cranking amps. I guess that Veggie oil's got it all congealed up inside the engine for whatever reason. But now it's just running perfect, like it should. Just purring like a kitten now. Well, on my way to Christmas get-together, the Speedo quit. The cruise doesn't work, but I'm still going. Anyways, we'll see what happens and go from there. I know roughly how far it is to where I'm going, so I'll have to kind of keep track that way. But at the same point, it's nice to have an accurate gauge, an accurate record of how many kilometers I'm putting on. But we'll just kind of do an estimate. Car's running awesome, and the cruise doesn't work, so that sucks. I can't even set the cruise and at what I think the speed limit is. Hear a little bit of spark knock or rattle, but other than that, the engine's running pretty good. I did stop, do a quick check on why the speedometer's not working. We'll have to figure it out later. Got to keep the wheels moving so I get to my Christmas get-together in time. So the oil pressure is normally about there-ish. But anyways, when you get on the brakes and stop, it does something wonky. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I'm not too worried. I'm gonna keep pushing on. Check gauges. Why bother? I don't think that's correct. But you never know, that Veggie oil might have done something. Well, checking fuses. Everything appears to be good. Well, that'd be easy if it was just a fuse, but it's not, so we'll carry on and see if we find it someday. Well, I'll just write it down, the kilometers, and keep track of it like that for now until I get the speedo fixed. Right off the charts. Awesome. Yeah, we'll see what that's about. Well, gotta run an errand. 12 kilometers there and back. So I'll add to the tally. A little crude, but it works. Well, we're getting some sleet. So I'll take the cheap car. Well, we'll let it warm up and we'll carry on. This has got no cables. So what I'm gonna do is just clean up the contacts, put that back together. I might be able to get the speedometer working again on the cheap car. But if it's something to do within the cluster, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna take the time to do that. I can just use the tack as my speedo and go from there. And cleaned up the contacts on that plug. Maybe I can get the cheap car working. But anyways, just had to take that dipstick out so you can see. But yeah, I've cleaned up those wires. We'll see what happens. And if the speedometer doesn't work, then I'm not going to bother taking the cluster apart to fix it. Well, took the car for a little drive. Speedometer doesn't work. I'll maybe look at it some more another day, but for now I'll just keep driving it. It's no harm. But for now, the car is going to stay at that amount of kilometers. Doesn't matter, it's just scrap. Keep driving. Gotta just keep my foot into it and keep it moving. Snow's about a foot deep there. Just checking over the cheap car, and yeah, I guess that missed the maintenance program. We got a little bit of a problem. So no wonder the car wasn't performing at the racetrack there. The air filter is clogged. So that's my tally I've been using since the speedometer broke. I'll add it up and we'll see how many kilometers it's done. I can tell how fast I'm going without a tack, but I do have a tack, so I got it made in the shade. And if I really want to go exact, I got the GPS I can plug in. I'll just go with the flow. Well, that's the latest tally of the kilometers traveled. Thanks for watching. Cheers.